in the Orange Room with the mighty Steve Andreoni. Dylan and I were on the road, traipsing around like banty roosters. I don't even know what banty roosters do, but whatever they do, we did it. That's right. We're just going to share this. I know this is something that causes some people consternation, but there it is right there. You're not seeing it? Oh, there it is. I just think it just came out. Go down one. Oh, no? What kind of devilry? All right, I'm going to share this over here. There it is. There you go. We're sharing it now. We're sharing it right. It feels so good. Ladies and gentlemen, it feels so right. Maddie K in the house. Maddie K, thanks for that gratuity you sent. We appreciate that immensely. I had an agent years ago that was booking us around town. And after every weekend we played, he'd call me up and say, how was that gig at such and such? And I'd say, it was great. He goes, how were the gratuities? And I would say, they were fabulous. They, in fact, were outstanding. Yes, it is live, Jim C. I see you. Jim C., I see you. Jim C., we are back. I got my new Johnny Winter shirt that looks old. Tour 83. Tour 83. I got it through a website called bluescentric.com, and I ordered the shirt so I'd have it for my last tour. Well, guess what? I didn't get them until I was well on tour, until they returned, because I think it was a made-to-order type of thing. You order, because I use an XLT t-shirt. I like extra large, see, but I just want them longer. If I do double X, it's wide. I'm not wide, okay? That's why I walk. That's why I do Noom. So I don't have to wear a double XL. I want an XLT. The problem is no one has XLT t-shirts. You know why? Because they discriminate against the taller, thin man. And quite frankly, I'm sick and tired of it. So I ordered a bunch of t-shirts from Blues Centric, but yet not XLT and stocking people. And they had to make them to order, but now I got it. So I got my Johnny Winter shirt. You know why? I like old Johnny Winter. I like Johnny Winter. Anyway, so all around that, all of that to say that we're just going to play some jams, okay? Tim Forkas, I see you out there. Thanks for coming to see us in San Diego. That was a fun gig. That was fun indeed. All right, here we go. We're going to do a little, let's do that shuffle thing again. I just like shuffles. I could do shuffles every day of the week. And you know why? Because they're spiritual nourishment. A lot of people don't understand that. They think that there's other ways to the one, but there's not. There's only one way, and that's the shuffle. That's what's written right in the ancient scrolls. Under the pyramid, in the scroll, the emerald tablets of Thoth, they say, behold the shuffle, for it is mighty and good, and will lead you back to the one. All right, here we go then. ho, 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 ho. You know, this frickin' chat computer. I thought we'd rectified everything with the chat computer.
I knew it. I literally was thinking.
I knew it, he says. I thought we'd rectify. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Ryan. We got it up on the main screen, ladies and gentlemen. Julian Metcalf says, turn the bass up, please. The bass is perfect, says Dadaria Vieira.
So what is it?
It's so hard because it depends on what you're listening to it on. Because sometimes when you're listening on your phone, you can't hear any bass no-how. You can't hear any bass no-how. But Ryan is in my computer as we speak, like some kind of ghost in the machine, and he's twiddling things and listening, trying to make it so juicy. And we know Ryan has the juice controls. He knows how to get it. Can you dig it, super friends? Can you dig it, super friends? That first tune we just did was a song called Dirty Old Bee was the original title to the song. And then it got changed to a song called Night Owl Now because John Seeger wrote lyrics to it, a lyric to it. And then my buddy Paul Barrere from Little Feat, God rest his soul, sang it on a record I did called Plays Well with Others. And that is just good, clean fun, that little jam right there. It's a shuffle for the kids. It's all about the kids. Exactly, Steve. Steve understands. Look, we got the sun shining through here. It's blinding me. Blinded by the sun. Dardera Viega. Sorry if I'm massacring your name. Tell me why your lessons are all sold out. Because I was on the road for about a month, and if I just turned it off so that there wouldn't be more coming in, because I got to catch up all this week and next before I leave town again on the lessons, because I schedule them all. So they come in, and then I have to schedule them, and then, of course, I'm only home for a week, so I have to do all the things that domesticity requires, and so on and so forth. And we will have the dates on the European tour up sooner than later. They're mostly in Germany and Italy this time. So we're going to be there for 2 weeks, I think, a little over 2 weeks. I think so, right? Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks we'll be there. And it'll be so good. Can you dig it, dig it, dig it, dig it, folks, we'd like to play more jams for you at this particular juncture in time. I'm not sure if we're going to be in München this time. I don't think so. I think we're doing something in Nuremberg, but it'll all be on the site soon. We are going to see Funky Klaus. Funky Klaus is definitely going to be with us. Patty D says, can't wait to see the KMT in Massachusetts and New Hampshire. Well, we can't wait to get out there and play. It's going to be fun. We're also going to be in New York City at the Iridium. Come one, come all. Come one, come all. Okay, let's do a little, let's play a little Absinthe for the kids. That's a fun one, as long as we have it up. Do I wear lederhosen? No, I don't, but it is certainly implied. We're going to do a song right now called Absinthe. This was originally on a record I did called Defenestrator. And then that same version found its way onto The Grip, because The Grip back in the day was actually kind of a greatest hits record. You know you're getting old when your first greatest hits record was in 2001, ladies and gentlemen. Better than the alternative, I say. But there's also a version of it that was a live version that we included it on the reprint of Strat's Got Your Tongue. There's a live version of it. Anywho, here we go. We're going to try this little rascal. Ooh. Oh, is it not coming through? I don't hear it. Could it be the Leahy? Did the Leahy treat us wrong? Got to go back to the other one. You know, it's always, we have to be ready for any eventuality here in Orange Room. In the, oh, wait, I heard something click. Oh, we'll go back to the other one for now. Oh, it's not making me connect back to the internet, at least. That's right, James Funk. Improvise, adapt, and overcome. Two people said that. Maddie Kay said it, and James Funk. Mr. Funk, Mr. Funk, Mr. Funk, Mr. Funk, Mr. Funk. Here we go then. Let's try it again. Oh, it could be a battery in that. Another little thing called absinthe, absinthe. A little song called absinthe, absinthe. And I like that song. Or else I wouldn't have wrote it. You know what I mean? Or else I wouldn't have wrote it for the kids. So there you have it. A little thing called absinthe. That should be whispered, I think, at all times. What's that song called? Absinthe. See? There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It's called absinthe. It's good for your soul. You want to do a little, let's do a little Here We Go Again. What do you think about that? Paul McEwen is in Scotland. Paul McEwen is in Scotland. I've never had haggis, but I understand that they have that in Scotland. You get a little haggis.
Get me some haggis.
I think it's some kind of pork, and there's some kind of intestine involved. Is it a lamb intestine, beef intestine? Some kind of creature has sacrificed its innards for the purpose of haggis. With a little mint jelly and them chops, yes. There you have it. Haggis is lovely, says Paul McEwen. Okay, all right, I'm down. I'm down with it. I'm in like Flynn. I'm not afraid of it. Oh, it's stomach, apparently. It's stomach. It was reinforced. Both Super Danny and Nate said, hey, fella, it's stomach. Robert Escott says, I tried haggis once. It's not to my taste. Raw haggis with mayonnaise. Okay, mayonnaise is a non-starter for me. It is the devil's condiment. In hell, there is mayonnaise. In hell, there is mayonnaise. There you go. There we have it. Okay, enough about haggis. We'll just have to see next time we go to Europa or we go to the UK. We'll try some Hago. What did I say? Oh, yeah, we're going to do a little song called Here We Go Again, which should be good, clean fun. And it's going to go something like this here. that felt damn good right there. That felt damn good. This is a 00828, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody asked what kind of guitar I was playing. 00828. Dylan, what kind of sticks are you using? You're using the Flandango 54s, are you not?
I like the Vic Firth Bolero,
Vic Firth Boleros.
but I play anything.
But he plays anything.
I like mixing it up.
He likes mixing it up for the kids. He says, what could I do today for the kids? Oh, I know, I'll mix it up. Gotta mix it up for the kids. Gotta mix it up for the kids. Gotta mix it, gotta mix it, gotta mix it up for the kids. Say what? Oh, hear that? Little song called Mixing It Up for the Kids.
It all depends on the size of your hand. 2 different sticks if you want some.
Someone says, is this the best Martin to have? Well, I do like 00028s. I like the 000s because they're shorter scales, so they have a little bassier tone to them, and you can bend the strings a little easier. Although I do have a HD28 that I've had forever that I like quite a bit. I just played a nice 00018 out at Wildwood that I enjoyed quite a bit. I think the mahogany in my playing style is probably a better fit, but I always thought that rosewood was the way to go. But probably I'd be better off with a mahogany guitar because I could rail on it a little bit harder and it would give. When you really lay into the rosewood guitars, it doesn't quite take it the same. FYI. Shout out to Bonnie Raitt and Snarky Puppy. Yes, my buddy Mark Lettieri and company at Snarky Puppy won a Grammy. Bonnie Raitt won a Grammy. I love that headline that we saw. I believe it was in the Daily Mail or one of those English newspapers. It says, unknown blues star gets the Grammy over Beyonce and Taylor Swift. Unknown or obscure, or whatever the case may be. And then people were upset by it. It's like, how can you be upset? If you don't know by now that 90% of the people on the planet are questionable at best in the intellect department, then you get what you got coming. You know what I'm saying? Present company excluded, of course. There's no 90%ers in here. We're all the 10%ers. That sounds awful. Right, 33.3 something. Yeah, Bonnie's an icon. I mean, Bonnie has how many? That one year when Nick of Time came out, she won like 6 Grammys. Where were you, Daily Mail? Of course, they probably got someone new on the entertainment desk at that newspaper and said, "Cover the Grammys." Who's this Bonnie Raitt? She's a fossil. That individual said.
In the scrolls.
Yeah, it was written up in the scrolls. Bonnie rules, always has. She's a singing, slide playing, tune singing, tune writing. You know what I'm saying? Can you dig it? Badoo, dig it. The Taylor Swift fans were, you mean the Swifties? That's what they're called, the Taylor Swift fans. They're called Swifties.
Stevie Wonder was slamming.
Stevie Wonder kicked ass. Did you see that? I saw that I watched the Grammys for a brief moment before we switched over and watched The Last of Us. Have you been watching that? Oh, nothing like a little post-apocalyptic doom to really get your evening going. Stevie Wonder played, and he did a Smokey Robinson song. And then Smokey Robinson came out, who's got to be 175, and he looks magnificent, sang his ass off. And then Stevie's band played their arrangement of Superstition, brought Chris Stapleton on, who can actually sing and play. And so they were going back and forth. And then like Chris Stapleton and Stevie were jamming, like they're actually letting this happen on national television where they're actually playing musics. And so I thought that was pretty cool, actually. So it was higher ground. Gristle keeps on gristling. Misslin keeps on gristle missling. Keeps on gristle missing. Yes, Stevie Wonder wrote "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers," because you know why? The story is that he wrote Superstition for Jeff Beck. And then before Jeff Beck could release it, at that time with Beck, Bogart, and the Peace, Berry Gordy heard Stevie's demo and said, "Oh, hell no, we're releasing that." Yeah, and so Stevie's version came out first, And so as an effort to pay back, or not pay back, but just to be nice to Jeff Beck, he wrote "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers." That's why you can't find a version of Stevie Wonder doing "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers." He wrote it for Jeffrey. Imagine that. Just like, I'll just come up with a little something and write that. Stevie Wonder is, people throw around the word genius. I don't even know what that word is, but if that applies to anybody, it's Stevie damn Wonder, ladies and gentlemen. Stevie Wonder is a mega cat. That's all I'm going to say. Yes. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Stevie Wonder. Yes, of course. There you have it. That last selection was that felt fantastic. That was called, that wasn't called "'Cause We've Ended as Lovers." That was called "Here We Go Again," which is actually going to be, I got 2 new records coming. We're going to post it on the website probably tonight for the pre-sales. We got 2 new CDs coming with the KMT, although it just says Greg Koch on the cover, because unless it does, the Spotify and all those different places will put it in a subcategory where no one will see it ever. So it has to go, but it's the KMT, rest assured. And there is a record called Sweet Gristle, which is basically live stuff that we did down at Sweetwater, of which a tune that we just played is on, as well as Welch's Grape, version of Unrepentant that we do with the trio. All those videos we posted on the YouTube channel not all that long ago of us playing live down at Sweetwater, they were mixed in Atmos, so it's that beautiful surround soundy new format. And then there's 2 more tunes that we recorded at that studio as well. So there's 7 tunes on that recording. And then there's another record coming out, which is called Orange Ruminations. They weren't recorded in the Orange Room, but certainly tunes that were, shall we say, researched here in the Orange Room. They were, what's that when the comedians go out? They were workshopped here in Orange Room and then recorded over my buddy Steve's. So that record is coming out, and that has Orange Church on it, and Funk of a Different Flavor is on there, and The Ripper, and so many tunes on there. That one turned out damn good, I'm going to tell you that right now. So both those records are coming out. So we'll put a little look-see on the internet that they'll be available, and we're going to do the first few hundred signed. So if you get it through the website, we'll sign them up. But we should have them on this next tour as well, hopefully. They're supposed to be delivered, maybe not for the Chicago, Detroit shows. Through Pittsburgh, we probably won't have them. But the East Coast shows, we'll probably have them with us. So there you have it. Just check on our websites, and we'll put it on my website, gregkoch.com, and then on my socials, I'll put it when it's available. Oh, Kevin Goodson wants a little Oreo Cookie Blues. We can do that. We do it. That's the one where it stays on the 1 a little bit longer. It's not a quick change, the blues and E. And then it goes the 5, C, 4. Yeah. And then at the very end, it repeats that little turnaround 3 times. All right. You'll hear it. Chocolate on my fingers, well, icing on my lips, sugar diabetes, and blubber on my hips. I keep the night light burning, bleed on. So I can go downstairs and cruise. I got them Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie blue. Well, I hide them in a cabinet. Lord, I keep them in a jar. And people for emergencies, I keep them in the glove compartment of my car. But I can't live without them, no. 'Cause they got a taste that I just can't lose. Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered, cream filled cookie blue. Woo. Well, doctor says I'm crazy. Boy, you better give 'em up and quick. You'll be pushing up daisies. 'Cause boy, you're definitely saying, well, I couldn't quit if I wanted to, people. They get me high just like I get on booze. Oreo cream sandwich, chocolate covered cream filled cookie, built by Nabisco, you know I ain't no rookie. The next best thing to Nookie Blue. The Oreo Cookie Blues. A delicious treat. A delicious treat. Good enough to doggone eat. It's good enough to doggone eat, it, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, yes, I see there by artist model. I'm doing a performer. I've got the artist, I've got the Loudbox performer back there. And Steve and I are actually both going through it. It's right behind me. You can see it a little bit. And then we're going out of the back of that into, in the other room here, we have a Fishman SA330X, and that's how Dylan is hearing us in the other room. He's feeling it blaring in his face. And it feels so right. And it feels so good. Can you dig it? Will you dig it? I see Ryan is feverishly trying to discern one of the comments that is written in a foreign tongue. And is engaging in a little bit of international relationships. I like it. I like what Ryan has done. He's reaching out to friends hither and yon, in foreign lands and a foreign tongue. Ryan Fitzsimmons. Ryan. There you go. That's a song called Ryan, the International Relationsman. I bet Ryan could solve the world's problems. 1, 2, 3. Lickety split. Get him on an airplane. Have him going over and say, hey, knock it off. You got your inputs all wrong. You need to go this over here. You need to reroute that. You need to do this, that. Next thing you know, world peace. You know why? Because Ryan showed people how to wire shit up. That's all there is to it. Mr. McBradster wants to hear a little. Oh, nice choices. I like all of those. Let's try a little bit of Isla Rose. Oh, do you do that? Well, you can do that on the guitar, right? He can do it on any guitar he wants. He can do it on any bass he wants. That's Steve Andreoni. Steve Andreoni. He came with an upright bass, but he's got an acoustic bass that you play like a guitar too. He can play both instruments. 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 Wow, he can play both instruments. That was a good song right there for the kids. Here we go now. 2, 3, 4. That felt pretty damn good. That feels pretty damn good. Thank you very much for the nice comments out there. Good, clean fun. If I may be so bold as to put that forward. All right, we're going to do another blues tune for you. This is a tune from the old school catalog. And it's a song called Too Broke. A song I wrote a long time ago. And it was on the first Tone Controls record back in 1993, ladies and gentlemen. I was a young lad and ready to do battle. And I did, so vigorously and vehemently. Anyway, it goes something like this here. Oh, here we go. Oh, hear that? Get a little feedback. Some said you were low down, while others called you mean. But from where I was standing, well, none of those traits could be seen. Each time I fall, hook, line, and sinker, oh yeah, I end up stranded, betraying, and too broke to drink you off of my mind. That's right. Some folks are heartbreak magnets, or so the story goes. I pray to God above you that I wouldn't be one of those, 'cause each time I fall, hook, line, and sinker, I end up stranded, betrayed, and too broke to drink you off of my mind. Well, I'm wont of trouble, but I'm just too slow to learn. Everyone has hard times, I just had more than my turn. Well, I shouldn't be ungrateful, no. You know I could get no loving at all. It's just that every time I say yeah, I fall, shucks. I'm wont to trouble. But I'm just too slow to learn. Everyone has hard times. I've just had more than my tell. That's right. Well, I shouldn't be ungrateful, no. You know I could get no loving at all. It's just that every time I slay, yeah, I fall. Well, at first they're all lovey-dovey until they shape me to their way. But then there goes my pride, as well as my hard-earned pay. Each time I fall, hook, line, and sinker, I end up stranded, betraying, and too broke to drink. Lord, I end up stranded, betraying, and too broke to drink. Lord, I end up stranded, yeah, betraying, what? And too broke to drink you off of my mind. All right. Stranded, betrayed, and too broke to drink you off of my mind. That is a situation. You're stranded, you don't have enough money, you want to get your swerve on, nothing doing. What do? You play sweet music. That's what you do. You play sweet music. Steve Karras in the house. 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 Greetings to you, my friend. We're hoping to see Steve Karras in the summertime. In the summertime. The ensemble's going to get to that area, the neck of the wood. We're going to get out that Pacific Northwest. We're going to be up in Canada somewhere, some festival up there. Coming up there this summer. And then we're going to lurk on down to the Pacific Northwest and play sweet musics for the peeps. That's what we fend on doing, and it's going to be good, clean fun. What should we play over there? We could play a little, we could do that one too. There's so many choices. There's so many activities. Greetings from Poland. Greetings to you, my Polski brethren. My grandfather on my mom's side was 100% Polski. 100% Polish. Bob Barra says, we'll see you in 2 weeks. We're coming out. San Diego in the room. Greetings, Gary. I could dig it always. There's that. You know what? Let's do a little of the Charmer. Let's do a little bit of the Charmer. Or we had a request for a slide song. We could do a slide song. We could do Nubby. We could do Nubby the Hoardersman. All right, let me tune. Martin says, do you want to sign my 335 Broadcaster Heavy Relic or Les Paul or one of them? Any one of those. I hate to defile your instrument, but if you want me to sign one of them, I'll be glad to do so. I'll be glad to defile the instrument of choice. I'll be glad to defile the instrument of choice. Wow, that's an interesting drone and lyric choice, ladies and gentlemen. Stoidela. Well, Nubby must have been a hoarder man. They've been taking his stuff out day and night. That's right. Ever since he went away. Well, a clown car house it must have been. I got no idea how they fit it all in. Now they're taking it all away. Well, a rusty pickup and a U-Haul truck. They could have brought 10 semis and it wouldn't have been enough to haul all that crap away. Well, the kids and the cousins and the grandkids too. Well, there's enough for them and enough for you. That's right. Come and haul this crap away. Well, Rusty had the cleanest sidewalk in town. Now as he and his broom are nowhere to be found, he's moved on to higher ground. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What a fun stream it was today. A good old-fashioned stream for the kids. A good old-fashioned stream for the kids. Special thanks, of course, to our buddy Ryan out there. Ryan Fitzsimmons from Fishman, helping us out on the technical aspects and interfacing with y'all on the inner Googles. Steve Andreoni on the bass, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, Dylan James Kuchenheimer-Schmidt back there rocking it. We're going to be back next Monday, and then we're hitting the road again. So it's going to be a little while before we're back in the saddle again. But we shall return, of course. But next Monday, we will be here. So come on, see us. And we will engage in more sweet, sweet musical congress. Can you dig it? Thanks so much for tuning in, y'all. Don't forget that those new CDs are going to be up on that site soon. And the first couple Hyundai orders we're going to sign. We're going to, I don't know when we'll cut it off, but we're going to be at, actually my buddy Chris Webb's out in Buffalo, New York. We're going to stop by there after we play Pittsburgh, and we're going to go to his house and stay there on a day off and sign all the CDs so he can send it. Because usually what happens is he sends them here, I sign them all up, and then I send them out, and then he sends them out, and we're going to save it from one fell swoop right there and there. And then I'm going to go on a barrel and go over the Niagara Falls. And I've done it before. It's no big thing. Yeah. A big old barrel. It's padded. XLT. It's got a toilet. It's an XLT, exactly correct. It's properly sized. Can you dig it? All right, folks, thank you so much. Thank you, Fishman. Don't be afraid. Of course, we're using all Fishman contraptions on our acoustic instruments here. Everything you're hearing, other than the drums, is being Fishmanified. That's hard to say, even harder to think, but we did it. All right, folks, we'll see you later. Bye now for now.